Hi, I'm here with
Mai
okay
from Japan.
from Japan. So Mai watched my video and she has some questions. I'm talking about the video 6 flights emergency landings that prove the Earth is flat. Alright, I'm gonna try to explain. What I was trying to prove is like this is what we have learned in school, right? That the Earth is a globe, correct? You learned this in school, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I was trying to explain is that according to some flight paths,
By airplane?
yes, when you're flying from place to place, there are two ideas. That one is that the Earth is a globe like this, and the second idea is that the Earth is flat like this. Flat, it's a plane. It's not a ball, not a plane. Understand? That was an idea before Copernicus. Did you study about Copernicus in school?
No.
Copernicus was an Italian guy, and he was the one who came up with this idea that we live on a globe. Okay? So they adopted this globe in the 1800s at schools, even before they had proof that we lived on a globe. So this started being taught at schools before they had proof that we lived on a globe. Understand? And recently, like we've been looking at this and we don't find evidence that we really live on a globe. That the Earth is spinning 1,000 miles per hour and that we are going around the sun. We don't see evidence of this. Yeah, there is a star here, right? Like if you go to the North Pole, right above there is a star. It's fixed there. It's been there for thousands and thousands of years. So we don't see evidence that we are really spinning and spinning around the sun. We see evidence that we live on a plane like this. And this is the route that we learn, that like when you travel from Tokyo to the US, normally if you are sitting, there is a screen in front of you, right? From the seat ahead of you, there's another screen, and they show you crossing the Pacific, right? But actually, they don't, because nothing is crossing the Pacific. Nothing. That's why I showed on a map, because this is actually what they are doing. Suppose that you're going from Japan, you're going to visit Peru, right? On the other side.
Just go straight?
Yeah. We should just go straight, right? And stop right in Hawaii if we have to, and go to Peru. But you know it's not what happens. When you fly into Peru, you actually go to Canada. And then you go to China. And then you come to Japan. So
To transit?
Yeah. So it makes sense when you look on the flat Earth map. Because Peru is right here. Lima. See Lima?
Yes.
And then when you catch a flight from Peru, if you want to come to Japan, there isn't a straight flight. There's no way. They don't do it. They go either LA, and then somewhere in China, and then Japan, or there is even a flight from Toronto. You go Peru, Toronto, China somewhere, and then Japan.
Or Japan, Abu Dhabi?
Japan, Abu Dhabi,
And
Abu Dhabi, South America, Peru. Yes. So the flights show that we don't really live on a globe. Understand? That the Earth is actually flat. Can you make sense now?
yes.
You think it makes sense?
Yes.
So we don't live on a globe. There's no way we are spinning around. Like for you who are listening to us, we live in Japan, okay? And we feel earthquakes sometimes, right?
Yes, sometimes.
We do. I was having a class on Skype the other day, and my student, oh my God, everything's shaking over here, because she was in Shizuoka. And not long ago, I was also on Skype with another student, same thing. We both start, shaking, and we feel if we were moving, we could feel, but we don't feel the earth spinning, right?
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be spinning 1,000 miles per hour. Japan.
Japan.
Okay, let's say that's okay. It's 2:15 in the afternoon, so it takes 24 hours to be 2:15 on Sunday, right? Right?
Yeah.
So that spin takes 24 hours because the globe has 25,000 miles. It would have to be done by 1,000 miles per hour. That's a lot of speed, if you consider how fast it should go.
Yeah.
Do you feel anything?
No, I don't feel.
We don't feel. We don't feel that stuff. Now, did you learn in school that we live on a globe, right? Is that what you learned?
Yes, I did.
So how old were you when you first learned about this? Like first grade, elementary school?
Yes, elementary school.
Yeah, we all learned this. But they started to giving this education, saying that we lived on a globe, before they even had the proof that we lived here. And now I think it's it's too late for them to go back and correct what's wrong. As I told you, there are many things. I've been looking at this stuff for the past year, since March last year. So it's been 1 year that I've been looking at this, studying, reading. And as I was telling at the beginning, the position of the stars, the sky is always the same. Right? It's always the same. You have the constellations, and they go around the Earth. So if you were spinning around the sun, and this Earth was spinning,
Yes.
they
We don't feel.
we don't feel anything. We don't.
Yes.
So I don't believe we live on a globe. I don't. And does it make sense?
Yes. Makes sense.
It does. It does. This is what it actually looks like, the Earth. It's flat.
Like this?
Yes. And Antarctica, that we think was a continent, is actually a ring that goes all around. See here? This is Antarctica right here. All around. It's not a continent like they say it is right here. It's not. Because nobody flies over Antarctica. Nobody. You cannot fly, let's say, from... you don't fly from the tip of South America to Australia over Antarctica. Nobody does that. It's impossible.
Yeah.
And why? Because if we lived on a globe, it would be possible. We don't.
We can't go.
You can go either way. East to west or west to east. What you cannot do is this. North to south. There's no way. You can't go. Nobody, because the Earth is not a globe. If that were a globe, it would be possible. You take off from here, go around the world, and comes back. You can't, because the Earth is flat. This is you right here standing up, and people in Brazil are standing down like this. That's what I'm saying. You got it now?
It doesn't make sense.
It does not make sense. At the same time, this thing is spinning around 1,000 miles per hour. Now, what happens is, you're here in Japan, and you're here in Brazil. We are just distant from each other, but nobody's upside down or facing, the bottom of the universe. We are just distant from each other, far, far away. Understand?
Yes.
Now I want to show you the way the sun works. Alright, this sun travels like this. Okay, this is Tropic of Capricorn.
Okay.
When the sun is here, it's summertime in Japan, in the US, and it's wintertime in South America and South Africa and Australia. And then after 3 months, the sun moves to the equator. What happens? Fall in Japan, spring in South America. Okay? After 3 months, it moves to the Tropic of Capricorn. It's summer in South America, it's summer in Australia, it's summer in Africa, but it's wintertime in Japan, Canada, US, Europe. After 3 months, the sun goes back to the equator. So it's springtime in South America, Australia, and Africa. It's fall in Japan, North America, and Europe. And then again, the sun goes to the Tropic of Cancer, and it's summertime again. This is how it works. We don't go around the sun. The sun goes around the earth. The sun and the moon. How does this work? This works exactly like this.
Oh.
Yes, the sun and the moon. When it's daytime here, it's nighttime here.
Yes.
That's it. This is how it works. Understand? Make sense?
Yeah.
See, if the earth was spinning, that would happen all the time. Tsunamis everywhere. Okay, if the earth was spinning 1,000 miles per hour.
Like tsunami?
Yes, if we were spinning. Sometimes I talk to my mom in Brazil. I don't see her standing upside down. No, it doesn't happen.
We are same round?
Same level. Same level. Just distant from each other. Make sense?
Yes.
It does. It makes sense.
Recently you research?
Since March last year. It's been 1 year that I've been researching this stuff. And
How do you research?
I had a student. He was telling me about a movie called Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. It's a movie. In the movie, the people they get to an ice wall. An ice wall just like those that I was showing you in Antarctica. Right here. Okay, in the movie they are walking and then they get this ice wall right in front of them. Then I start researching the ice wall. When I got to the ice wall, I learned about this ice wall, Antarctica. And then I saw that Antarctica surrounds us. And then I started watching videos about the Earth being flat. And I'm still researching this stuff. And then I bought my camera, the one that I showed the pictures of the moon for you. And I started observing the sky and the stars. And I saw the stars is not like we learn, like rocks. So I started researching one thing, and then I bought books, and I started reading those books, observing, talking to people, watching videos here and there. And now I believe that we don't live on a spinning ball. We really live on a flat plane. And everything we learn in school, it's not the truth, you know?
You said some people disagree with
Yeah,
you?
some people disagree. But a lot of people agree. That's why my video has almost 80,000 views. I get like 10% of them disagree. But the majority agree. You know?
Why they disagree?
They have questions like, no, the Earth really is spinning. I see the curvature, you know, or that you can land we are airplane like this. Like, I have been to this place here in Brazil, and I know the planes do not land like this, you know. And the people are telling me, no, it does. No, it doesn't. So some people disagree. They don't really, because they have been learning this stuff in school, they don't want to let it go and believe, well, we live on a plane. Because everything changes if we live on a plane. Your education system, everything has to change. We cannot teach this stuff anymore. But I get more support than people who disagree. But again, and I talk to people who disagree because I don't have anything to gain. Okay, it doesn't matter for me if we live on a globe or on a flat plane. I still have to pay my bills. You know, I still have to worry about my kids' education. But if they are hiding this stuff from us, there is a reason. There must be a reason. You know, we don't know what's the reason, but I get a lot of comments, mostly positive ones. Some people, you know, they're not as nice. They call me names and everything. Were you able to understand now?
Yes. It makes sense.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
It's just because we learn one thing and then we see that everything is contrary to what we have learned, you know. It changes everything, our education, my biology classes, my history classes, my geography classes. It changes everything. Have any more questions?
No. Thank you.